All right, it's breakfast, day 3. I thought this morning over breakfast we'd do a little roses, thorns, and buds, where we talk a little bit about a positive, a milestone, something for our rose, a challenge, a negative for our thorn, and a bud is something that, because of this experience, or something we're looking forward to. So something for the future. So we've got Metro, we got Crow, we got Taylor from Southern Hike. We're gonna go through one by one and go through their rose, their thorn, and their bud. Metro, you're up.
Oh, okay. Well, I would say a rose would definitely have to be in the Shuckstack Tower, because I normally don't get scared, but I did get a little bit out of my element when I started feeling a little shift of the fire tower at the top, so a little sense of fear at the top, with a beautiful view at the same time. That was definitely a rose. A thorn, well, I would say was the inclines, going up just significant inclines with a short distance. It was pretty challenging in some places, especially getting up to the Bald. But again, the Bald had some beautiful views at the top, but the inclines was definitely the thorn. And the bud, I would say, is that you get me more motivated to get back on the AT and start finishing up some sections in the Smoky. So those are my 3.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Crow?
So let's see, rose, definitely Gregory Bald. That was amazing. That view, and we had just great weather and the wind and the sun. Took a little nap. That was amazing. Bud, I think when I was attacked the first night by a bear, I had to use my bear spray. I punched it in the face, and fortunately it left me alone. But no one saw that. I was the only one that saw it, and I was really unfortunate because I wanted everybody to see it, that I was able to fight off a bear. So what was that?
That was your thorn.
That was my thorn.
That was your thorn.
And bud is going to get a burger at the tavern.
Yeah.
I probably stole that from Taylor, but
yeah,
we even pulled up the menu
yeah,
to see it. So that's mine.
That's your bud. Taylor, your rose.
All right, my rose would definitely be my first bear experience in the Smokies. I've wanted that. Some people think I'm crazy for saying that, but all it was bear butt flying up through the woods. But I did get
running away from you.
Yeah, I did get really close to a bear for a second there. My thorn is definitely the incline, and I know that everybody else, or Metro, said that too, but I've experienced a lot of incline over the years, especially out west, but ain't nothing like that going straight up. I mean, 10 miles felt like 30 miles yesterday. And then my bud, I ain't gonna lie, I still gotta say it, that burger, I mean, I just like dreaming about it, but I do that on every trip. I think about that warm meal after, so I'm excited for it.
Very cool. And that leaves me. My rose is probably my first bear experience as well, and getting it on camera. So that was pretty cool to see a bear far enough away, and then him wanting no part of us and going the other way, but being able to pull the camera out and snap a quick little picture or video or whatever. My thorn is definitely losing a tooth on day 1, cracking a crown, having to go the whole trip with the stub sticking out of my mouth. Definite thorn there. And my bud, what am I looking forward to? What I take from this? It's got to be new friendships, meeting some new guys, having a great time. I'm definitely looking forward to putting some more miles on trail with these guys. It's been a load of fun. So that's our roses, thorns, buds for this trip. All right, we're all packed up. Pack's on, ready to go. We've got about 7 miles to get out of here so we can get our tavern burger. It's just over 50 degrees now. We slept in a cloud last night, and we're ready to get out of here. Let's go. All right, I'm on trail. They're already way in front of me. Pro tip number 1 for today: close your backpack before you put it on. Then things won't fall out. Pro tip.
How can you do your life about face?
All right, it's time for fun facts. I just shared with the guys. Yesterday, according to Garmin, we did 349 floors and climbs. Just to put that into perspective, the Empire State Building is only 102 floors. So we climbed 3.5 times the Empire State Building. And now, next 4 miles, we lose 2,950 feet in elevation. So we're gonna be like dropping off a cliff here, heading downhill, back to the cars. And here we go down. Why are you sitting down? Oh, let's get going. We're trying to get out of here. We got burgers. So as we're doing this huge descent, kind of reminded me of a great point just about planning your trips and knowing the people that you're going with. You know, if you're taking a new hiker out, be very mindful of their fitness level, their experience, all of that, and don't bite off more than you can chew. We're going down this monster 4-mile descent. If I was taking one of my kids, or I was taking somebody that hasn't been backpacking before, and we planned to go up this, they would never go again. They would be done. They would be chucking their, you know, trekking poles down the cliff and saying, I'm done, and sitting down on trail. So, you know, be mindful in the planning part. I always tell people to kind of start small. You know, don't be afraid to get out there, but maybe, you know, like I always say, go camping in your backyard first. Try out your tent, your air mat, all that stuff. Go to the local park, hike with all your gear in your pack, you know, so you get a feel for just how the pack carries. You know, maybe do an overnight really close to home that's only a mile in or something, so that if something fails or doesn't work, you can bail and head for the car. And then slowly work your way up to bigger things like this. So, but even with experienced guys like these guys that have been all over the place on this route that I was planning, I really looked at coming up this way, so the rest of the trip would pretty much be all downhill. But this 4 or 5 mile stretch is brutal. And we knew we'd be getting in the second half of the day and trying to hike up. It just didn't make sense. So plan it to make it a little more enjoyable, spread out. You know, we had plenty of climbs. We were hurting yesterday for sure, but I don't think we'd be as bad off as if we went this way. So, you know, things like that matter. Baby steps. Here's the water flow. Yep. We came up from the parking lot and went that way.
We went up that way.
We could have gone this way.
We could have gone that way. That would have been a poor choice.
Yeah.
You've seen us coming down.
Don't go that way.
This is, we got like a mile and a half left.
Yeah.
We decided we're going to do the loop again today. And just to
You can do it.
Backwards now. We're going to do it backwards.
Yeah, nice.
We got to work on some other muscle groups. Hey.
They don't sponsor.
If GoPro would like to sponsor, we go that way. You go that way, we're going this way. No.
That would be nice.
This is all the YouTube coordination stuff. All right, we're coming down Wolf Ridge Trail, this really sharp descent. Let's see if I can clear that camera. It's still kind of a little foggy, but not too bad. Camp 95's right here. You can find that on the map. We'll continue the monster descent. Back to the cars. One of the iconic things about the Smoky Mountains is the bridges and the trees and the dirt and the rocks. And it really makes it magical. Well, let's ask Andy. Andy, what's more magical? Is it dirt or is it rocks?
Well, dirt in the Smokies is magical, and the rocks in the Smokies is magical. So they're equally magical.
Man, that's a magical place. Magical. Smokies. So there's a bridge over here, but Crow, for some reason, loves to just do water crossings.
Do it.
So he's not a big fan of the bridges. He thinks that's cheating, you know. All right, we're on the final stretch here to the parking lot. This last little bit of trail. I wanted to stop and say thanks so much for watching. It's been a lot of fun. Thanks to Metro on the Move, to Crowflies Hiking, to Southern Hike for joining me on this trip. It was a total blast. The weather was perfect. Couldn't have been better. Great group of guys. And thanks so much for watching all the way to the very end. If that's you, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. And also, I'd love to hear in the comments down below, what was your favorite highlight of this trip? Was it the bear sighting? Was it the fire tower? Was it me knocking my tooth out? Was it Gregory Bald? There's so many great highlights from this trip. I'd love to hear what you enjoyed watching the most. And thanks so much from my heart. Really appreciate all the support. Till next time, everybody, be well. What do you think of the historic lodge so far?
Freaking awesome. Very cool place.
It's like a maze in here though. We're gonna have to explore a little bit to figure out where we're going. Tavern downstairs doesn't open until 11, so we got 25 minutes. I don't know where the other two guys went, but like I said, it's a maze. They pointed us to some coffee, so we grabbed some of that. And they got breakfast going on, but we're gonna wait for the burgers and the pizza and all that fun stuff, so. There's a little bar in here. There's Crow. And then you got the main office. You got breakfast down on the other side. Hey, Crow. Coffee. They said it opens in 25 minutes, the tavern.
Good.
So.
Oh, yeah.
whole group.